As a new small business owner, sometimes you really don't know what to expect. All you can do is give it your all and hope for the best. That's one of the fun things about starting a business and when you're pretty new, because it allows you to try out new things and it allows you to really see what your customers want. Obviously, still being true to yourself and still, going with what you want to do and what you enjoy doing, like your creativity, your crafts, whatever it is that you enjoy making and want to be selling. But at the same time, adding in a way to still meet your customers' needs and what people are looking for. So after doing my own little research, I decided to add new products to my Etsy store. And when you're trying new things, it really does show you what you enjoy and what you are willing to do on a day-to-day basis. Because yes, it is your creativity and yes, it is your passion or your hobby, but at the same time, it is now becoming a business, which means you need to find a balance between what you enjoy and what you are willing to create and make every day. So this is a week in my life of me preparing for my new shop launch for the new products. So I'm making my own stickers, my own labels, and if you do want to know how I do this, I do have a video on my channel which explains everything step by step and actually shows you what you need in order to make them. So definitely go and check that out. I will also be packaging orders for this shop launch as well. This is me just getting ready. This was just so exciting to create and make. When starting something new, you have to find that drive and that motivation for what you're doing. And yes, you don't know what the outcome's going to be until your products go live, but the energy that you give it really does impact the way something is going to work out. And sometimes you've just got to trust what you believe, right? You've got to trust that feeling of hope and you've got to hold on to that, because that is going to help you and direct you in whichever direction you need to go in order for you to see success. So I have a small business where I create handmade beaded jewelries and accessories. I'm now adding in gift sets as well, something that I did want to do before, but I just hadn't added that in, because when you're starting new and you've just started your shop, you want to start off with what you can manage, and I didn't want to overwhelm myself. But now as I'm moving along, and obviously I'm giving myself like time limits and whatnot, I really do want to expand and I want to see what works and what doesn't in order for me to really know what my customers like, what I like, and where my shop, my business is heading. As a small business owner, you know that you have to wear multiple hats, right? You have to play multiple roles for your small business because you are the only person that is running this business, right? So I try my best to make sure that I have already created stock or made stock in order for it to be a lot more easier when orders start coming in. Because what I used to do before is when the orders would come in, that is when I would start making the stock or start making whatever the product is. Obviously, if it's a personalized item, then I need to make it there and then. But for what I'm doing right now, I can make these stickers and these cards beforehand, and it just makes it so much more easier and it's less time consuming. So during this time of recording, I had already launched my new products onto my store and I had received some orders. Yay! So this is me making the orders, and to be honest, when you're making it for the first time or you're making a first order, it is nerve-wracking and you want to make sure it's perfect and you want to make sure that you know what you're doing. But I think I managed it well and I did well and I got it done and I was happy with the end result. But yeah, this is me making the orders and I'm very pleased. So before I end this video, I do want to leave you with some motivational words. I do want to say that don't give up, okay? If you're feeling a certain way about your business and you feel like you're struggling, or you feel like you're not receiving the recognition, the orders that you want, hang on in there, okay? Because anything can change. As a new small business owner, I totally get what you may be feeling. I can resonate with that, and that's why I am saying do not give up and be open to trying new things, new ways of doing things, and listen to your customers and see what your customers want. Add your twist to it, because what you are creating can be molded or can be also added into what customers are needing, okay? You can make something unique with what you are creating by listening to your customers as well as doing what you want to do as well. You will never know what works if you don't step out of your comfort zone. So I wish you all the best, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.